Ready?
Yeah.
Perfect. We are Between Two Yetis with Bob Denison from Denison Yacht Sales. How you doing, Bob?
How you doing, Zach?
Good, good. How's business?
Pretty good, pretty good. We have had a decent show so far. The days have been pretty good.
Yep.
We've had some deals written here at the show and the other show, and I'd say for the most part the brokers are pretty happy.
Okay.
And just psyched to be here. Especially, they've just been dying to know more about underwater lights.
Well, that's fantastic. I mean, that's great to hear.
Yeah. So anyway, if you want to talk about that at some point, I'd love to tell you how underwater lights really make our day so much better. That and the amazing amount of tequila you tend to pour down people's throats.
Well, I mean, that's more of a personal trait that I excel at. That's my title of industry. But no, I mean, one quick thing about the show, because obviously it's gated and people paying to come in. Everyone that sat on the cooler, we've been asking, and they've all been pretty positive about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where we brokers tend to put a positive spin on just about anything.
Yep, that works.
So the spin that we're putting on this, so the crowds are for sure a little bit lighter.
Yep.
And there is truth to it. I mean, there definitely are more qualified people on the docks as far as just a percentage than there are in normal years in Miami.
Yeah.
See a lot less baby strollers. Not that I have anything personally against babies.
No, absolutely.
But that's just, as a yacht broker, it tends to be one of those things when you see dozens of strollers coming down the dock, you usually think there's not a buyer in the mix.
And you're normally correct on that, right?
Yeah, I mean, just babies don't have freaking bank accounts. So.
But interesting enough, they do have social security cards, don't they?
Yeah, but that usually isn't good enough to buy a boat.
True. Very, very true.
But yeah, it's been good. Higher percentage of buyers overall. The weather has been freaking insanely amazing.
Yep.
I am wearing a sweater today, although I don't need to be.
Every time I see you wearing a sweater.
Well, I don't like to iron my clothes, so a sweater is a good way to throw it on, and you kind of look cool, and nobody knows that your shirt underneath was basically 10 minutes ago in a ball in my suitcase. So this allows me to get away with that.
Excellent. So we're doing some fashion advice.
That's
I quite like that.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. But you think this next year the show they'll continue on this vein? I think show management have done a great job this year. I don't know if you've looked around the booths here with the kind of more village feel that it's got instead of the one big tent, which
I dig it. I like it. I mean, we're all going to say the show management did a great job because we want good placement.
Yeah.
But I think they did. They really did. I just had somebody ask me what are some things they could do better, and honestly, there's not a heck of a lot. I mean, I was thinking about maybe they could have done a double wide down the main dock. With just providing a little bit more elbow room, but other than that, man, I mean, the new layout is really freaking good. The flow has been nice, and parking has been pretty decent. I mean, just the logistic kind of like hassle factor parts of the show have gotten better really every year.
Absolutely. And just a quick thing about your business, because I'm sure everybody knows Denison Yacht Sales is now the titan among boat. I mean, how many?
We are amazing.
Yeah, I mean, how many offices do you have now? You got them all around the country.
Yeah, we have 20 brick and mortar offices.
Cool.
And it sounds like a lot, but in most of those offices are 2 to 3 people.
Yep.
We've got a big hub down here in South Florida and out there in California. But it's a good thing. So our kind of philosophy with that is we try our best to have brokers that specialize in a specific type of boat, whether it's a super yacht down to a sailboat, a trawler, express, motor yacht. We really want it so when people pick up the phone and talk to our guys, that they're dealing with a broker that's not just BSing them.
No, absolutely. So experts in your field then, basically.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and your history is basically with, Broward Yachts, right?
Yes, exactly. So while I attach myself to that history, I had very little part of it. I was a kid kind of growing up around the yard. But yeah, the coolest part about our company is the things that my grandfather and uncles did, and my dad and mom, to kind of build up this legacy of sometimes people on the docks knowing our last name, and it just adds a little bit of credibility. So I'm very grateful to the people with my last name that went before me, because they're the ones that make this crap possible for me.
Absolutely. Well, this is Between the Coolers. Thank you very much, Bob, for stopping by.
Thanks, Zach.
Thanks. See you again.
See you.